This is the Saint derangement syndrome.
He sounds so defeated.
Like, I don't really care about him, but like, I think there's a
Look, he's about to cry again. What the f? Why did Saintontas is back in the news. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about Saintontas? We got Tontas coping about power creep, ignoring it in Wuthering Waves. This sounds like a replay. Haven't we heard this before? Oh, don't worry. Today, I don't know how else to say it. He's crying. He's crying. We have Saintontas crying today. Let's get right into it.
Power creep in gacha games, and when power creep is bad, and maybe when power creep is good.
How can power creep ever be good? This guy's been talking for like days about how power creep is killing video games, and now he's like, oh, maybe power creep is good. Okay, I wonder when it's good. Let me guess. Power creep in every other game, bad, but power creep in Wuthering Waves, good.
So basically, this team right over here, the newest one, is 70% stronger.
Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about Genshin Impact today. We're talking about Arknights Enfield, another game that Saintontas doesn't play. Incredible.
Than the 1.0 units team. And my takeaway from the situation was this.
So he's gonna keep yapping and complaining about power creep, but I just want to bring this tier list back up. Almost every character from the first year of Wuthering Waves is useless, and you just, if you pulled for them, you wasted your... Cantarella is in tier 3, almost at the bottom. Even like Phoebe, if you're not using her with Zani, she's back in niche. This is just ridiculous. Remember this chick? I don't even remember her name, but like she was like a huge character. Now she's back down to T2. A third of the characters in the game are useless. So, again, Saintontas loves to talk about these other games, but is he going to talk about the fact that a third of the characters in his favorite game are completely useless?
That's a lot of power creep really early on in the game cycle, and naturally there are some concerns that the player base should find with that, especially knowing the track record of other games like, well, Genshin Impact, where you...
And by the way, people are starting to finally pick this up in the comment section that, like, the end game is not the end-all, be-all of the game. You can play all the story content and all the mini-games and everything. You don't have to do the end game. The end game is for the people who are super serious about the game. The people that are super serious about the game are going to be pulling all the new units. We're complaining about a problem that only affects the super serious people, of which do not make up the majority of players of these games.
See the trend in HP going up over time as the damage and kits increases and the team rotation DPS increases.
So, in other words, Saintontas is just farming the hate for these games. Meanwhile, most people just kind of play the story content, pull the new characters that they want, that they like, and then they just kind of hang out.
This as well. Then you also got a HSR too, where damage has just been going up every single update since, I think...
Because here's the problem that you get with these games. You get the people that are just like, oh, this game's not challenging enough. And they're like, okay, well, we'll make new modes where you have to have certain characters. What? Then I'll have to pull certain characters. Well, what the fuck do you want them to do? Do you want new content or not?
Acheron's release.
If they don't put in new game modes and if they don't make stronger enemies, then you're just going to be playing Mickey Mouse minigames, and then you're going to be complaining that you're playing Mickey Mouse minigames.
And, well, you also got Shiyu Defense, ZZZ over here. You see, this is actually where Miyabi got released over here. You see it's at 6.
I am getting back into Zenless Zone Zero. I do feel like that some bosses, some of the content, it does feel like the bosses have a lot of HP. But yeah, again, like it's kind of like a damned, it's like a double-edged sword problem where you have enemies that have a lot of HP, but you also have broken characters that trivialize the content. But then you're like, well, they're trivializing the content, so then we have to bump up the HP. So we keep arguing about this thing that basically just everybody has accepted except for Saintontas.
16 million, and then within 3 months it went up to 24 million. So it went, you can kind of see this is Miyabi's release. This is 3 months after.
The only problem with having to pull new characters is if you don't actually like the character. But if you like the character and pulling the character makes the game a lot easier, then it's a win-win for the person.
3, 4.
It only sucks when they want you to pull a character that you don't care about, and if you don't pull the character that you don't care about, then you're not gonna be able to complete the content.
months after Miyabi's release. That's
But again, not completing every single node of every single end game again, most people are just going to pull out their wallet. Like it doesn't ruin the game for them because there's these harder levels.
That's where you were at right there. 24 million after 16. And that's how...
And now look at this. So I'm getting back into Zenless Zone Zero, right? And I'm looking at this. I've skipped a lot of characters. I basically skipped an entire year of this game. But I got Miyabi. I got Bernice. I got Astra Yao, I think her name is. I just call her singer chick. I got this chick. I got her from the free 5-star selector. I got a bunch of really good characters. I got Rena, dude. What the hell is Rena doing in T.5, dude? That's incredible. And I have Evelyn. Evelyn's still... Wow, Grace is still up there too? Oh my god. Jane Doe is too... Jane Doe should be up in tier 1, dude. The hell? And by the way, my only ether DPS is Juan, so yikes. I'm kind of hurting. However, when you look at this, Zenless Zone Zero is almost 3 years old, right? It came out a little bit after Wuthering Waves or before. I can't remember. It came out around, at least came out in the same year. But look at this. When Hoyoverse is doing, I mean, for Christ's sake, Nicole is a 4-star and she's in 0.5, dude. When Hoyoverse...
HP tends to go...
Like, look at this. Nicole is a 4-star and she's still in 0.5. When Hoyoverse has less power creep than Wuthering Waves, there's a problem. You're in a better... If you played Zenless Zone Zero in the first, like, year and a half that it came out, you're in a better position to pick the game back up and play it than if you quit Wuthering Waves a year ago when the whole Zanny and Phoebe fiasco came out.
In endgames, after you release a very, very, very strong character, a strong team.
Like, I feel good about restarting Zenless Zone Zero. I don't ever want to touch Wuthering Waves ever again because the power creep is so... bad. Now, wait for it, because we're going to talk about Honkai Star Rail's tier list, and you might be fucking shocked if you haven't been keeping up with that game.
And it's very fair to say that this team over here has just taken all of the other existing ones and blown them out of the water. And so that's what one of my latest videos was really just all about, the worst battles in Gacha history. Talking about the trends, talking about the issues, and the big thing I focus on...
Really? Are you going to, like, do an in-depth, I just... He could do a video about Wuthering Waves and about how it's bad or how it's doing something badly, but like, you just know that he's going to couch it in a bunch of garbage. Like, you talk about every other game's power creep, but you don't talk about Wuthering Waves power creep. When I just showed you the same tier list from the same place that he picks from, that he cherry, like he uses Pride Win, I use Pride Win, right? So he shows you all these other game tier lists. I show you Wuthering Waves. A third of the characters are useless. I look at Zenless Zone Zero, and there's still a good amount of characters from 2 years ago that are up at the top of the list.
Over here is that, well, the same exact things that happened.
And when he did talk about Wuthering Waves, he was just like, well, look, Cartethia is still at the top of the list. That's one character, sir.
To other games like Genshin. And well,
look at Honkai Star Rail. So it's gonna be... I can't zoom in. I hate not being on YouTube for this. I can't zoom in. But like, I'm surprised that the Herda is down at 1.5, but Acheron is still at 0.5. Kafka is back up at 10. When I was playing, Kafka was like falling off completely, dude. Kafka is back up there. I forgot her name. The chick that gets her neck snapped, her altar, she's still up there. I forgot. Ling Sha, I think is her name. She's still up there. Hua is still at 0.0? What? Sparkle is still at the top of the list, dude. Like, I have Sparkle. I was thinking about pulling Hua, but then I quit the game. I still have Ling Sha. I got a bunch of characters that are still in 0.5. And then I come down here and oh my god, Rappa. Okay, I got Rappa. All right, so Rappa is still meta. It looks like Robin is still meta. Okay, so this is pretty good. I'm very pissed off that Topaz had like the greatest ass ever, and she's in tier 3. That's sad. Oh my god, Ratio is down to T5. But I look at this, and I don't play Genshin Impact. I don't play Honkai Star Rail. But I'm looking at the Honkai Star Rail tier list, and if I were to start playing Honkai Star Rail, I haven't played it in like a year and a half. If I were to start playing it again, my account would be in a better position than Wuthering Waves, and I quit that a year ago.
Genshin. It's probably going to happen in Enfield, too. The Enfield community caught wind of this warning sign, this canary in the coal.
And by the way, I still think it's really dumb to criticize a game that came out months ago when it's a live service game and it's going to go through a bunch of different balance changes.
This whole like situation where I'm just simply trying to warn the player base that the storm is coming.
You're not trying to warn anybody. You're trying to doom post and rage bait so that your game continues to thrive and the other games dwindle on the vine. That's what your hope is.
Storm, well, was coming. And
you're pissed off that more and more people don't believe you and don't agree with you. And they don't agree with you because all you do is rage bait and try to emulate the most hated man in the space. So they're never going to believe you. So you're not sounding any alarms. You're just rage baiting.
And it arrived in all of these other games. And this is the thing. I didn't need to play any of these games to know that these numbers aren't very good for the...
Keep that in mind. He keeps saying it. He keeps trying to like wear this as a badge of honor that he doesn't even play the games that he criticizes. I'm defending games that I don't even play. Because with his own... logic, right? He doesn't have to play the games to say that they're shit. Okay, well, I don't have to play the games to say that they look all right to me.
The rest of the player base. But like I said before, the Enfield community caught wind of what I was saying, and they're kind of crashing out.
Literally, no one cares. No one cares. I think he's about to show like 2 people that don't like him, and to him, because his ego is so huge, 2 people disagreeing with him is like the end of the world.
And the unfortunate reality over here is that Kukikaze has, I think...
Get ready for this, because he entitled this video Crash Out, implying that Kukikaze, I can't say his name, that Kaze is about to crash out. Now, keep that in mind. Does this look like a crash out to you?
Maybe it's a 24-hour bug. Who knows? I think he's caught a little bit of Saint derangement syndrome.
Oh,
unfortunately,
yeah, because guys, remember Donald Trump? Donald Trump, you know, the most hated politician. What is with Saintontas and trying to emulate the most hated people on the planet? You know that people don't like Donald Trump anymore, dude. Like, they don't. So it's like, oh, it's Trump deranged. Oh, it's Saintontas derangement syndrome. We don't like you because you're an asshole. We don't like you because somebody else told us not to like you. We don't like you because, oh, it's a Twitter. It's just something that somebody made up. It's your own words to why people don't like you. It's not some bug. It's not a virus. Okay?
We've got to go talk about the crash out that he had.
Get ready, because you're about to see the tamest crash out you've ever seen.
Regarding power creep, regarding this topic, and of course, regarding my video. So let's go ahead, let's listen to this, and of course, address every single point he made towards me as critique.
What's my current...
Get ready. Keep that in mind. We're gonna fire back at every critique that he made against me. Keep that in mind.
thought on power creep in Enfield? It doesn't exist.
Sorry, I'm blocking him. I moved myself down right before starting the video, and now I'm going right back up.
What's my current thought on power creep in Enfield?
So, just one thing I want to get right off the bat. This is just a question that he's getting in his chat. What is your current thought? What is your thought in current power creep in Enfield? This is just a random question from a random chatter in chat.
I like how
not mentioned anywhere.
When a random chatter asks him a question, it's like nonsense and it's a troll. But if a random chatter asks anybody else a question, it's like, oh my god, are you going to answer it? Like, it's damning. You're being damned. You're damned. You need to speak. You're oh.
It doesn't exist.
So that's his first declarative statement. Power creep in Enfield doesn't exist.
I think it is crazy to say that it doesn't exist. Power creep exists in all of these games. If you deny that power creep exists, not a good look.
So I went to the Wiktionary just to see the definition.
However, still not a crash out. It's not really a crash out. We gotta look up the fucking definition of power creep.
Of power creep, and like this is generally what it is: a situation where successive updates or expansions.
We know what power creep is. We all know. Mr. College boy over here thinks that we're all so stupid that we have to look up the definition of power creep. We know what power creep is. We accept it. We just don't believe that you're telling the truth about it.
To a game, introduce more powerful units or abilities, leaving the older ones
because you don't talk about how Wuthering Waves has more power creep than fucking Zenless Zone Zero and Honkai's Star Rail of all places.
underpowered. You need to be fast on your feet. You gotta have like a good weapon.
Fast on your feet, is that what? Yeah, so this is a clip from my other video where he was talking about to be a good reactor, you have to be fast on your feet. But he keeps doing this like, oh, I'm so speechless, and putting all this dead air into his fucking reacts. Why you have so much dead air where you don't say anything?
It's called good sense of humor. I don't know. What do you...
Like, he's got 2 jokes. Dead air and making faces into the camera. Is that a good sense of humor? Like, how about some jokes? Do you remember jokes?
What do you think, guys?
We have too many people that are just not entertainers. They have no personality, but yet they have a camera and a microphone, and they think that they need to be heard and seen.
Would that constitute as... I'm just wondering. That kind of fits the dictionary definition of the term. I think this is the one that most people universally agree on, right? Like, is it...
We all agree on what power creep is. We just don't listen to you because you're a liar.
So you can see where parts of my confusion are coming from over here from this reaction.
I saw... No, I didn't see it.
You're disingenuous and churlish.
I didn't see the video, but I saw
Cookie prefaces this entire crash out by saying he did not even watch my video.
someone tweeting it.
But he
No one wants to watch your videos. That's why they watch me watch your videos.
saw someone tweeting about it. And this is the thing. I have the tweet that he's talking about. If someone...
Yeah, he sees somebody tweeting about it. Again, Saintontas can see tweets and he can, but if anybody else sees a tweet, they decide not to talk about it. Whoa.
Talking about meta or power creep in a gacha game, who do you think you will believe the most? Player who actively plays the game and experiences the end game themselves, or a lolcow who only touches the game in 1.0 and just...
I just love people are now calling him a lolcow to his face and he's just reading it out loud. That's incredible.
The game meta is bad based on a web calculation.
But like he reads this, like doesn't that make sense? Like who are you gonna believe? The people that are actually on the ground playing the game, or are you gonna believe some Tontas on the fucking internet talking about your bullshit, dude?
This is going to be where we really do need to reach into our hat over here and make this declarative statement. Do I need to be a chef to tell you that food does not taste good?
Well, if you only taste a certain kind of food once a year, you're probably not a professional cook, right? Like if you make, I don't know, a flambe and you only eat flambe once a year, I'm probably not going to take your advice on what a good flambe is. I don't even know. Is a flambe even a fucking food? It might be a bird. But like chocolate cake, if you made one chocolate cake in your life, as opposed to a guy that makes chocolate cake every day, I'm probably going to take the guy who makes chocolate cake every day's word on whether or not the chocolate cake is good or not.
Do I need to be a customer at Taco Bell to know that during the lettuce outbreak in the US where you got diarrhea and food poisoning from eating the lettuce, that I shouldn't go eat at Taco Bell? Do I need to have previously ate there first to know I shouldn't eat there while that was going on?
And the problem is Saintontas, with this analogy, Saintontas has his own Taco Bell called Wuthering Waves, and he denies the fact that you eat a piece of lettuce and get dysentery.
That's the take that these guys are making. That you need to actively go in and play the game to be able to read very simple DPS numbers like this, where I'm seeing rotations that are similar in length, blah, 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 all of that stuff, right? And one is literally 70% higher than the other. This is 170% the value of this one. It's some of the most...
Well, you got a first of all, you got a 4-star in this team. Are we going to talk about that? The fact that there's a fucking 4-star? And the worst one, it's the rockhead lizard dude. All right, you put him in your team's gonna fail. I hate him.
Blatant power creep
It's that rockhead lizard that I hate.
Ever seen, right? And I think it's some of those blatant power creep anyone's seen in any game in general. Naturally, right? The whole...
Really? What about the fact that a third of the characters in your game are unusable? That's not crazy?
Take that you need to actively play the game or experience, like, hey, by the way...
This is like when Saintontas said that the gacha and Neverness to Everness is bad and it's bad for other games and we shouldn't support it because if it moves to other games, it's going to kill those games. And then turned around and said that, oh, Neverness to Neverness is a game where you play a bunch of mini games, so it doesn't even matter if you pull the characters. He's doing it again. Like he's like... So he criticizes Arknight's Enfield and he says it's a piece of shit and he doesn't even play the fucking game and he hates it. When Arknight's Enfield is 2 games. It's a factory simulator and then it's also a hack and slash game. There's more to the... It's just like, what the fuck?
You know, CBT? I'm not talking about closed beta tests, by the way. You have to actually...
Cock and ball torture? Wow! now.
Actually experience it first to know whether or not you don't like it. Yeah, you're gonna
Like, so you're comparing cock and ball torture. It's like, no, it's like, okay. So cock and ball torture and playing a video game are not the same thing.
have to actually experience that first to know it's not for you. Otherwise, you're just lying. You don't know what you're talking about.
So on the one hand, you're getting your balls crushed in a vice, and in the other, you're playing a video game.
You need to chop your balls off too. First, you need to try it out yourself to know that you're not going to like it.
Also, you would have to acknowledge the power creep in Wuthering Waves. It's like, I guess what he's doing is like he's currently getting his balls stepped on by Wuthering Waves and saying like, yeah, but I wouldn't want to get my balls stepped on by any of these other games.
Do you see, like, you can go even more extreme with these analogies. You can go even further with them.
Yeah, let's just keep making shit up until people just roll over and go, okay, whatever you say, well, whatever.
The take that you need to try something out.
That's what he wants. He wants to just talk at you until you go, fine, sure, whatever you say, fine, it's the best game. Wuthering Waves is great, fuck.
To know that it's not good, or that you're not going to like it, or that it's not favorable, it's kind of crazy, right? Especially in the context of something numerical that can be measured. That's a metric. I just watched the Olympics.
Another thing we got to think about too is like, just because the DPS for that team is so high, do you actually need that DPS? Like, maybe the developers like put in like a really strong team and they're going to start putting in some harder content to make it so that it's not so strong, or, you know, they're going to tweak the numbers. Like, we're acting as if live service games can never tweak the numbers.
Olympic sprint. Usain Bolt got first place. Do I need to be an Olympic sprinter to say that he was first place?
Okay, still talking about Usain Bolt. It's not 2008.
That's what this is saying. It's like, hey, yeah, by the way, this team is, you need to actually play the game to say that this team has 70% higher DPS than this team.
And I don't know, you just played Genshin Impact, you had a C6 Alhaitham, and you failed. Because you didn't read any of the abilities, you didn't read any of the enemies, and you failed because you didn't read. Now, I fail a lot because I don't read, but I don't turn around and say the game sucks because I don't read.
That's a problem. Yeah, you need to play the game first to be able to make that statement.
And it's one of those cases where it's like, at this point, people like this needs to shut up.
So, remember what he said at the start? He never even...
So Kukukaze, wow, he's really crashing out right now. Does he look like he's crashing out, or does he look like he's like hanging out and his stream is winding down and he's about to log off and go to bed for the night? Like, this is a crash out to Saintontas.
Saw my video. All he did was look at a tweet that didn't even address any of my video's points and simply disregarded everything that I was saying.
What does that say about you? You show up on people's screens and people just completely disregard you. Because you don't have anything positive to say.
But you want to know what the reality of my video was? Ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and I talked about how previous games like Genshin Impact proceeded to power creep massively. You see 95.
A third of your characters in Wuthering Waves are unusable.
2K over here. Mualani, who was released in that land, compared to Mabuika, she only has 74K. And I used this example of showing how there was blatant power creep with Mabuika's release, and then juxtaposed it with this. Do you know when Mabuika got actually releasing?
We're still talking about Genshin Impact. Bro, you don't get to complain about power creep in Genshin Impact after saying that it's a baby game for babies and how it has no content and it's a baby. Again, the last video that I covered about him, he was talking about how the game is made for, in his own words, he said that the game was made for gay guys and teenage girls. Like, he can never pick a lane. Like, is the game for children? Is the game for gay people and babies and girls? Or is it supposed to be some like balls to the wall super hard game? But then you would complain because if it's a super hard game, then you're gonna have to pull all the characters, and if you have to pull the characters, then that's power creep. I'm sorry, but that's called a gacha game.
Impact, it was 5.3. This is the Spiral Abyss HP, ladies and gentlemen, in 5.3. Do you see this? It's over here. Those are the prior versions. Mabuika released here, and then look at the HP after that. Look at the HP following her release. I proceeded to...
By the way, this is kind of anecdotal, but there were a couple times in Honkai Star Rail where I would get shit on in the Memory of Chaos, and then the next cycle, they would have some kind of like weird gimmick that made it so that I got way farther. It's almost like these are live service games. They change over time.
Bring metrics, examples. Literally, yo, here you go. Here you go. Look, I even made like an interactive graphic where I made myself big. Big Saint.
He's like a child. Look, I'm big on the screen.
That's what I was doing in the video. Talking about the writing on the wall, letting you guys know that even if you don't play these games, because guess what I was not doing? I was not playing Genshin Impact during this time, but I was still able to see that power creep was actively ruining the game and its endgame. And now power creep is one of the biggest complaints people make about Genshin Impact. You want to know why?
I got people in my comment section complaining about the power creep in Wuwa. Like, where are you?
Oh, wait, what's the thumbnail? Hoyoverse messed up, pay-to-win disaster, HP inflation, Mavawika, and then Mavawika again, 11 months ago. Huh.
So his proof that he's right is that he made a video entitled "I Was Right." It's like, oh, Spider-Man exists because they wrote books about him, dude.
So this should be enough to tell you. Look, the way they're...
This should be enough to tell... Guys, I made the video. It says I was right. I declare... He's like Michael Scott. He's just declaring bankruptcy.
It's like Reddit post with 7.2k upvotes. You can see that over there complaining about stuff. Do you see what's happening over here? Wait. But Saint was right about everything in Genshin Impact.
Saint is the only person that thinks he's always right. He's his biggest fan. He's his biggest gasser. He fucking looks at a video that he made entitled "I Was Right." And he looks at it and goes, "God damn, you know, I was right. And I am right."
But he quit the game.
You go, me.
Before this happened. That's because I'm right. I'm correct. Oh, wait, look.
I am right, guys. I am right. I was right again. I told you guys I was right. Does anyone believe me? Why does no one believe me? Hey, where's everybody going? Come back, guys. Come back.
It's almost the same video for ZZZ. Oh, right. He was right about that shit, too. Oh, right. Yeah, we went from 16 million to 24 in 3 months. And then it's gone only higher ever since. Oh, I even talked about Wuwa's power creep. Oh, and I even talked...
Oh, you do? Wow. Final thoughts on power creep from a year ago. Why don't you talk about it now? Because it's only gotten worse after a year.
Talk about HSRs, too. HSR 4.0 will ruin Gacha game.
Oh, Wuwa's power creep 3 months ago. Oh, look at that. Saint takes a look at the ongoing discussion of power creep in the big 4 Gacha games and realizes the attacks on Wuwa are illegitimate. It's kind of getting artifacted here. There we go. Look at that. I cleaned it up. So look at that. So he goes, "Hey, look, I even talk about Wuwa's power creep, guys. I'm not a shill, okay? I talk about all the games." But in the description, he goes, "Oh, the attacks on Wuwa are illegitimate." Bro, a third of the characters are unusable 3 years in. And that's illegitimate to him. Of course it is, because he's a chill.
I even talked about Wuwa's power creep. Oh, and I even talked about HSRs too.
He does these little Weasley things, like how he says that I don't make Genshin guide content, so therefore I'm not a Genshin creator. Meanwhile, he makes Genshin Impact videos. Like, so he'll get you on that 1% technicality. Well, I did talk about Wuwa power creep. Yeah, well, but you said that it was illegitimate and it's not a real thing. Well, yeah, but I did talk about it, so therefore you can't say that I didn't talk about it.
HSR 4.0 will ruin Gacha gaming. HSR's power creep just got worse. Memory Chaos HP trend, by the way.
Oh, he's got a new joke, by the way. Okay, so he's got dead air, he's got funny faces, and then he's got mouth noises. That's the firing on all cylinders, quick on your feet, always gotta have a joke tone toss.
Wait. Hey, this was 4.0, by the way. Hey, which video did I release for 4.0? Let me just check that out real fast. HSR 4.0 will ruin Gacha gaming.
Now HSR was ruining. I thought that it was Neverness to Neverness and Arknight's Enfield that was ruining Gacha gaming. Now it's Honkai Star Rail. Tomorrow it'll be Genshin. How is Genshin not, like, Genshin's the biggest name. How is that one doing less damage to Gacha gaming than Honkai's and all the other ones that he mentioned? Oh, it's because it's completely arbitrary.
And that's pretty significant. Yeah, that's I believe that is at 50 million HP. They started at 5. Yeah, so the game's at 50 million HP now in Shiyu defense. It started at like less than 5 actually.
Yes. Because the story goes on and they introduce stronger characters, and then the characters have to be stronger, and because they're stronger, then the enemies have to be stronger. It's called progression. It's called a live service game.
Like 3. Clearly.
If you were still fighting, if you went into a new story, a new part of the story, and they introduce a character that's stronger than all the other characters, and then you fight him and he's got the same HP as the first boss of the game, it's going to feel awful.
Even if I don't play the games, I've somehow been right about every single one. And you want to know one of the biggest...
Imagine they talk about the big bad guy and then you walk up and you one-shot him. It'd be stupid.
Clues telling me that Enfield is also going to do some retarded shit in the future? Oh, right, they already did. Let's look at this buff over here they put in their endgame.
Yeah, because Wuwa didn't do... Wuwa on 2nd anniversary introduced a system where you have to have 2 characters, Zani and Phoebe, on the same team, or you're not going to be doing as much damage.
Operators cannot...
And he hand-waved it and said, just use Rover. Well, what happens when the next Rover comes out and the next?
Form a perfect dodge. What do perfect dodges give you, chat, in Enfield? SP. What does SP let you do, chat? Cast your abilities. What do your abilities do? Damage. So literally, this buff leads to you doing less damage. Would be kind of helpful to have a team that does more damage, wouldn't it? Because not being able to get perfect dodges, not being able to get your SP, and not being able to cast your skills probably means you're going to do less damage, so you want a team that does more damage, right?
Saint, have you ever heard of like a challenge mode? Like, call me crazy, but are the end game modes not challenge modes? Meaning they're going to have different stipulations to create a challenge? It's almost like that's the fucking point of these fucking game modes, is to pose a challenge to people.
What about a team that does 70% more damage? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier to manage the lack of SP that you're gonna be getting, right? And I can say this stuff because I played the game. Hey, what about another time these guys...
You quit the game.
Guys in their endgame did some retarded shit. Operators cannot reject...
Didn't he just say that he can talk shit about the games even if he doesn't play them? But now he's like, oh, well, I could talk shit about it because I played it. He doesn't even play by his own rules.
Generate SP naturally. But would be kind of helpful to deal more damage in that situation, right? If you have less SP to cast your skills that deal damage with. So the writing's already on the wall.
I don't even know what he's arguing. He was just arguing about how power creep is bad, and now he's saying like, oh, well, wouldn't it be great if you could do more damage? That's power creep, sir. That's called power creep. The enemies get stronger, you get stronger. What are we talking about?
The mechanic's already in there. The baseline's already been set for you to get fucked in the ass as a player. And that's why I made...
You know he'd like to get fucked in the ass. Always talking about gay this and gay that.
This video, because it's just that easy. Now, let's go ahead. Let's listen to more, right? Because I've been making...
All right, let's get back to this crash out I've been hearing so much about.
...to refute all of these points, bring all the glue here. Because this is meant to be more of an educational video. As to...
Sure, it's totally an educational video and not a shill video where you hand wave everything about Wuthering Waves and shit talk everybody else's favorite games. Even though I just pulled up the tier list and I showed you that Zenless Zone Zero and HSR both have better are both in a healthier position character-wise than Wuthering Waves, but let's continue.
I am right. As opposed to a drama video where we're just looking to shit on the guy.
I'm sure, yeah, this isn't a drama video. You only put Cuckoo Kaza's name and face in the video and said crash out, but it's not about drama at all.
Like I said before, I feel like this is a 24-hour bug, and the bug is Saint derangement syndrome.
Yeah, say that again. I hit the button, it didn't go off. Okay, well, that's not the one that Yeah, you can say that again. Yeah, because it hit so hard the first time. Yeah, when I'm talking about gacha games, I want to be thinking about Donald Trump and Donald Trump. No one likes Donald Trump and they don't like you.
Because it gets worse.
Saintontas decided to tell his entire WoW community, like in his YouTube channel, the Enfield...
So we already see over here. This is not a good look. Kuki is now, unfortunately, trying to bring tribalism into the situation.
Bro. You hand wave everything about I like how the king of tribalism, the prince of tribalism, because I'm pretty sure is he the prince of tribalism or the king of tribalism, is now calling Cuckoo Kaze, a guy who is not involved in drama at all, calling him the tribalist guy.
Where apparently it's now a Wuwa versus Enfield thing, and like Wuwa players
you make everything a Wuwa versus everything thing. You're not slick.
And the reality is, I'm just warning you of what every other gacha game that has had this much power creep,
except Wuwa, you don't bring that up,
has had happen to them. That's the point.
And the one time you did bring it up in the description, you said that the power creep in Wuwa is illegitimate.
That's the point. Because what happened to other games when they've seen power creep?
The thing about a liar, you can't lie on the internet. The whole world is looking at you and they're seeing everything you say.
Of this level, it's probably going to happen to Enfield as well. Why make it a tribalistic argument?
Why make it a tribalistic argument? Coming from the guy that makes everything a tribalistic argument.
There's a power creep problem. Bro doesn't play the game anymore.
And that's the issue.
Like
yeah, that is the issue. You don't play the game anymore. So don't talk about it. I don't play Arknights Enfield. I don't talk about it. I don't play Neverness Everness. I don't talk about it. But here you are talking about all these games you don't play. And then a guy goes, he doesn't even play the game anymore. And then Saint goes, that's exactly the point. not realizing that the point is about him.
He's actually not playing the game. So like, I don't really care about him, but like.
And that's where Cookie just gets caught here. Because remember the start of the video? Remember, he just said he doesn't care.
You gotta see, look at this. You gotta see this. We gotta slow this down. We gotta slow this down. He actually, he almost cries.
That's the issue.
Like he's actually.
Look at Saint, look at his face.
He's not playing the game. So like, I don't really care about him, but like.
He goes, I don't really care about him. And he almost breaks down and he has to turn it back into a laugh. Like, don't cry. It's happy. Be happy. Just laugh about it. Laugh it off.
And that's where Cookie just gets caught here. Because remember the start of the video?
He sounds like he's about to cry. Oh my god. I don't really care about him. Oh, well, it's okay. If you look back at my video, you'll clearly see.
Remember, he just said he doesn't care about me and that, like, it's... Bro
said that Kazi said that I don't care about him, and Saint's just like, well, if you look at my video, he says that, but if you just watch the video.
What's my current thought on power creep in MFU?
You got asked a question about power creep in chat and then made it about me.
Because he saw your comments about it and he saw the thumb, like, are we kidding?
That was the question. What is your thought in current power creep? And then you made it about me though.
Because you're the only one talking about it, you dang hole.
So like, you do care.
Playing the game. So
he doesn't care about your opinion.
Like, I don't really care about him, but like, I think there's a.
Look, he's about to cry again. What the fuck? Why did? Look at that face. Oh, a guy says, I don't really care about him, and he starts going.
Really?
He looks like he's about to cry. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I don't really care about him, but like, I think there's a generally.
Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, he's staring at the felt. Oh, he's felted.
And this is the Saint derangement syndrome.
He sounds so defeated. This is the Saint derangement syndrome I was telling you about. That's incredible. Oh, he fucking. He goes, I don't really care about him, and just proceeds to. But if you watch the video, it's derangement syndrome, guys.
Uki's saying all of this stuff, disregarding my take, and
he's disregarding my take.
He openly admitted he never even watched my video.
Why won't he watch my video?
But then he's talking.
He's talking about, and he won't watch the video. And I'm staring at the felt.
This much about it, unprompted.
Agreed, Wu, that if you.
He uploaded this video and he said. He uploaded the video saying that the other guy was crashing out, and then he almost breaks down in tears when the guy says, I don't care about him. Oh,
I don't know what you're saying. Shut the fuck up.
But I do know what I'm saying.
I do know what I'm saying, Mom. I do know. I don't have to go to school, Mom. I already know everything.
Because I've been right about all these games.
My proof was that I said it. So it is. He makes a bunch of videos titled I was right. And then when somebody goes, I don't really care, you shut the fuck up, he goes, but I made the videos. I said that I was right. Why doesn't no one believe me?
That's how it works. I do know.
That's how it works. Oh, that's how it That's how it works. Oh, Oh, I said I was right, and that's how it works.
But I'm saying because I was right about all of these games, even though I'm not playing them. I've literally played these games before.
Just keep saying it. He's so defeated. Oh.
That's the point. That's why I make these videos. Just so you know.
That's why I make these videos entitled I Was Right. It's so that I can point to them and go, see, guys? I mean, why would the title say that? I mean...
Oh, I make these videos so that I can hold on to them later just for this purpose.
He admits it! He admits it! Oh! No way! No way he admits it! Oh! Oh my god!
Because that's the point. To show my track record.
That was my point. So here's my secret evil plan. I'm gonna make a bunch of videos called I Was Right. Then I'm gonna say I was right. And then when somebody says that I'm wrong, I'm gonna pull up the video where I show all the other videos saying that I was right. And then I'm going to explain it. I'm gonna reveal that that was my plan all along, was to say, look at all these videos that I made. Are you kidding me, dude?
Of accuracy, to show my track record that I'm actually an unbiased, objective commentator.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. Is that why a third of the characters in WoWA are useless now? And you said that that criticism is illegitimate?
Because how else am I right then? That's the point.
Yeah, how else am I right unless I just declare that I'm right?
Point of this video, it's an informative PSA about how your balance is looking like Hoyoverse games.
Sure, buddy, sure. Oh,
What
man.
are you doing here, man?
I don't know. What are we doing here?
This is the #1 way to make yourself look retarded online.
Yes, it is, Saint. Yes, it is. If only you took your own... If only you took your own points into consideration.
You see my Hoyo play open over here, but this is the thing. I actually haven't updated the game. I don't think I'm even going to download 7.0. That's because I'm busy playing the other better game.
Oh, but he's not biased. He's for all games. He's very across the board with these games, right, guys?
Like, there's a black screen with white text. And get ready for what pops up after this one. You heard the whoop. It's like you're getting sucked into a wormhole. Because then you're in Shneznaya.
Up, here we go. Here's the quick on his feet, always the comedy mastermind of Saintontas, just putting in another dead air, pretending to be speechless joke. We've never seen this from him before.
Bro, I've seen better transitions in Game of Thrones. And if you know Game of Thrones Season 8, that is a huge shot at Hoyo.
Every single person on the planet, even the people that died 400 years ago, know about Game of Thrones Season 8. You Dinkelberg!
How did you do this? When this is like your most hyped up region, the culmination of the story. 7 years for this. Bro, 7 years for this, and this is how you get to the...
We're still complaining about the transition. People have been complaining about this for years. Move on. No one cares.
Last region. Bro, a black screen with white text teleports you across the globe. Better transitions in One Punch Man. Better transitions on videos that are on the hub.
And we know what kind of videos he's watching on the hub. The gay ones! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Yet another Tatas video.